Hello, my name is Mark and I own too many cookery books. In this episode we're going to be cooking up the Netherlands' most popular snack, the frikandel, which is a skinless, deep-fried sausage. My particular favorite is the frikandel speciaal and I'll be cooking it completely from scratch. If you live in the Netherlands, you have no idea how easy you have it. Let's get cooking! The frikandel has achieved a bit of a cult status in the Netherlands. The Dutch collectively eat over 500 million of them per year, and that's not an exaggeration. There's a frikandel fan club, there are frikandel eating competitions, they're eaten plain or special, they're eaten with fries, they're eaten on pizza, they're even eaten with sprinkles, and frikandel envy is a thing. The frikandel is truly a culinary delight and it's omnipresent. Unless, of course, you live in a culinary desert, or you're a peaky blinder, or both, and it takes you over 2 hours to travel to the nearest snack bar that has frikandellen, and once you arrive it turns out they haven't understood it's supposed to be fast food, so as you wait for the waiter to give you your food, you wonder who's waiting for whom, and soon parking costs you more than the food, of course on top of all the fuel you just spent, but hey, when your frikandel finally arrives, at least they serve it with a frickin' knife and fork and a sad leaf of lettuce, which is obviously all wrong, so you have to spend more time just to cheer up the lettuce again, after which your frikandel has gone cold and horrible and your whole day is ruined. Clearly, there's a better way. Let's break it down. Making a snack as popular as the frikandel should be as simple as hopping onto a recipe site, looking up a recipe and checking my spelling obviously, and realizing that nobody in their right mind in the Netherlands makes their own. So this isn't quite as straightforward as you'd expect. Or maybe I was looking at the wrong website. Most of the recipes that I have seen for frikandel don't give you that unmistakable flavor profile. This is mostly down to two things: the meats used and the spices used for seasoning the frikandel. Contrary to popular belief, the mystery meat stick that is the Dutch frikandel contains no horse and no beef, therefore no udders and no cow eyes. If we look at the ingredients list of a leading brand, what we do find is that they contain chicken and pork in a proportion of roughly 3 parts chicken to 1 part pork by weight. In addition, there are breadcrumbs as filler, and for seasoning and flavoring we see onion, salt, spices, citric acid and egg. The rest is industrial ingredients which don't contribute much to the flavor. Then there is the secret spice mix, and being a secret, most recipes get this wrong as well. Fortunately, with 500 million sausages being produced by a variety of brands, it turns out it's not a particularly well kept secret. If you were a butcher and you wanted to make frikandellen, you wouldn't bother mixing your own spices, you'd use a ready-made spice mix. Now as it happens, I found a website selling such a mix. It recommends using 30 grams of spices per kilo of meat. By looking very closely at the ingredients list on one of the pictures and zooming it in as far as it would go, while very blurry, I could just about read what was in there. I was quite proud of that discovery. Then I realized there was also a plain text version on the site which was much easier to read. It said salt, herbs and spices. To my delight, then it continued. Onion powder, pepper, ginger, nutmeg, mace, coriander, an emulsifier and MSG. And with that, we're no longer guessing at what's in the spice mix, we actually know what's in it. For our frikandellen, I like to use chicken thighs because they stay juicier than breast fillets. The skin needs to be removed because it is too tough to grind up very well. We also want to remove the bone. You can use both skin and bones to make a fantastic broth, and if you plan to do this, you don't need to do a very thorough job getting the last bits of meat from the bone. It's all extra flavor for your broth. In this case, I measured out 500 grams of skinless thigh fillet instead of 600. Because that's as high as my scales will go. While this means our sausages end up with a bit less chicken than intended, using a bit larger proportion of pork is not unheard of, so I just rolled with it and measured out 200 grams of pork belly as planned. We want to turn our meats into finely ground sausage meat, called a farce. The simplest way to do this at home is to process it in the food processor in small batches. The friction of the food processor will warm up the meat, so as you do this, keep an eye on the temperature. From a food safety perspective, your meat should spend as little time as possible in the danger zone between 5 and 65 degrees Celsius. Once we've processed our meats into pink slime, we need to flavor it. For this batch, I used an onion, a clove of garlic, and a homemade spice mix containing about a tablespoon of ground coriander, a knob of freshly grated ginger accounting for about 9.9 grams, about a third of freshly grated nutmeg, 10 grams of white pepper, 15 grams salt, 5 grams of MSG, 3 grams of citric acid, and 1 slice of bread as breadcrumb filler, or about 50 grams. We then blend our breadcrumbs with our chicken. It's like feeding ducks, except the birds won't enjoy it as much. Next, we blend together all our flavorings and invent a new musical instrument. And finally, we thoroughly combine all our batches into a single homogeneous mass. At this point, we can pan fry a tiny sample of our sausage meat mix, so we can safely taste it, and adjust the seasoning for our raw meats as needed. But if you follow the amounts in the recipe, it should be pretty much spot on. Our sausage meat is probably too soft and warm to shape into sausages at this point, so we will chill it until it has stiffened up. While our sausage meat is chilling, let's get our shaping tools ready. To ensure all our fricandellen are consistent in size, we cut a skewer to 18 cm in length. We also want a consistent diameter. It should be about an inch, or just about the size of the opening of a standard PET bottle. So naturally, I'm reusing the cut-off bottleneck plus topless lid from the spring roll episode. I hook it up to a cellophane candy bag, which will serve to pipe our fricandelle into shape. Once our sausage meat has stiffened up, we stretch a length of cling film over our cutting board and lay our skewer on top of it as a length guide. Then, adding the farce to our makeshift piping bag, we work out any air bubbles and pipe our fricandelle onto the cling film. We roll the fricandelle into the film, cut off the excess and tighten up our sausage on both ends. For reference, it is expected that a single fricandelle hovers around 80 to 85 grams, so we're not very far off. You can also shape your fricandelle using a sushi mat. It works fine, but it will be a bit harder to obtain consistent results. Once the fricandellen have been shaped, they can be poached in hot water or broth to pasteurize them. About 15 minutes should do it. After that, your sausages are ready for freezing.